Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats.
Still the same cat.
I don't know if they cared, but she totally did the activation noise. I'm still your host, Stephanie Katz, and we're still here with Peter.
Hi.
And Zach.
You switched the order.
Must you always change the order? It fucks us up.
I'm so confused.
First of all...
It's good to see you all.
Okay, so...
I'm so confused.
For the record, I usually go around this way, and technically right now, Peter is before you.
Alphabetically, yeah.
Well, no, because I'm in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
She goes counterclockwise.
Show you the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm. It's right here.
Pick your nose.
I can't even see your hand. Like, he's totally... You can't go in front of.
You're not, yeah.
Oh, Gibbs him. Smack the back of his head.
Anyway, this is Gamers Corner. Games.
Oh, games.
Games. So they released this game called Multiverses.
Is it released already? I thought it was just announced.
They announced it. Yeah, I don't think they've released it.
Oh. I thought it released in between when I seen this and
maybe, I don't know.
Peter, check me.
That's what I'm doing now.
All I saw was that it
Well, he's doing that. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. It features all the current voice actors of all the characters, like Kevin Conroy as Batman, Matthew Lillard as Scooby and Shaggy, Maisie Williams as Arya Stark.
It is free to play too.
Yeah.
It will be free to play.
Well, yeah.
It's not out yet.
It's Super Smash Brothers, but with with Viacom, Paramount.
It's a Smash Brothers club.
Warner
Which
Brothers.
Explains why it's not on Nintendo, because they're like, yeah, you've got Smash Bros. This is for everyone who doesn't have Nintendo.
That's Nintendo saying, we're not competing with Smash. We're not putting a game that's going to compete with Smash Brothers on our platform.
Isn't Nickelodeon Brawlers on Switch? I'm pretty sure it is.
It is, yes.
Yeah, but they're not going to put those characters into Super Smash.
Also, that game was kind of meh overall anyway.
This actually looks kind of decent. It looks like...
You just want to see Shaggy go Super Saiyan.
I did love that.
Everyone would
that sounds... As soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, this game will at least be interesting. It's free to play.
This is the only reason people cared about the Battle of the Realms movie, is that in the opening, Ultra Instinct Shaggy shows up and rips, like, Scorpion into the logo.
It's true.
Yeah. For no reason.
For no reason.
I loved it. He shows up nowhere else. But, yes, Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
So, no, it is not out yet. It is available for an upcoming playtest. If you look it up, the first link, it'll I can put a link in the description as well.
Hey, there we go.
Send me the
link. But you can sign it up to get into the playtest.
I will say, Bugs Bunny as a playable character seems badass. Also, I'm down for Jake the dog. Also, the fact that it is
Adventure Time?
Yeah, did you not see Jake the dog in there? Also voiced by John DiMaggio.
I've got a full roster for what's announced right now. And we've got Arya Stark, Batman, Bugs Bunny, Finn the Human, Garnet, Harley Quinn, Jake the Dog, Rain Dog, Shaggy, Steven Universe, Superman, Tom and Jerry, and Wonder Woman.
Solid.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming
Go ahead.
I'm assuming they're gonna probably release more as we get closer to, and then throughout they're gonna keep releasing more characters. Hopefully.
Yes, that is even on the website. It's showing more revealed soon. And then I believe during the announcement they even said all future characters will continue to be free. So you're good either way.
Oh, awesome. So how are they making their money off of this one? That's my question.
Well, probably skins and microtransactions. You get base Batman, but if you want Rainbow Batman, give us $5.
Who doesn't want Rainbow Batman?
Everyone wants Rainbow Batman.
I've got a shirt with Rainbow Batman on him.
Because, arguably most of these characters have had enough different appearances. Maybe Tom and Jerry would be a little difficult to do, but the rest have enough different appearances that you could do several different skins.
Did it say it has Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry is a single unit.
Ah, so it's like Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They played a lot of Smash Bros. And were like, how can we make this game but not Smash Bros?
Did you not see Shaggy's move in the game that is definitely a Falcon Punch?
Well, that's just because he's Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
I'm just saying, he definitely winds up his arm, Falcon Punch, 100%. It's pretty cloney.
It is.
It's George
But there's
Clooney.
nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of good Smash clones.
But the animation and the models look good.
I'm
And against other PlayStation Battlestar Royale or whatever, that would look good. I enjoyed that game. It fucking bombed.
I'm intrigued by their emphasis on teamwork in multiplayer play. I'm intrigued by that. I also like the fact they're like, no, you can still play by yourself. But I was intrigued by the fact they're like,
Because most
no.
people don't want to play fighting games by themselves.
Yeah, but most people don't want to play a fighting game with somebody against somebody else. Normally it's a brawl. You fight against it's everybody on their own. It's a melee, if I may. A Super Smash Brothers melee.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna see how many Smash games I can get in there. Brawl, melee, I don't know.
Oh, I want to piss off some Smash fans real quick.
Go for
Super
it.
Smash Brothers Melee is not the best Super Smash Brothers.
No.
It's not the worst, but it's not that great, and you guys are a little hung up on an old game now.
It's my personal favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's the best. It's my personal favorite. But I think
I do think Ultimate's the best one at this point.
honestly, I think why people are so obsessed with that one is because the best controller that Nintendo has had to play Smash Brothers was the GameCube controller.
Well, that's why they re-released a version of it that you can play on the Switch.
But that's what I'm saying is that the best controller they've had was the GameCube controller. I think that's why people think that game was so much better than it really was, because it's a good game. But Peter's not right. Peter's right. It's not the best one.
You're
It's
right?
not. Peter's right. He's right. I'll tell you what. But no, Peter is right on that one. It's not the best
Go
one.
hunt
It's
some
definitely not the,
crocodiles.
it's definitely not the worst one, but it's definitely not the best one. But I think
Not
I think it's the nostalgia, because I was much better at Brawl when you could plug the GameCube controller into the back of your Wii. And
So-
as soon as you did that, I'm like, oh, I remember how to play this fucking game.
That seems to be where I break away from most Smash fans, because I really don't give a shit about using the Cube controller. But it's not because I didn't like Melee, I did. It is entirely because we didn't have enough for my whole family to play at once in terms of using the GameCube controller. We only had 3. So I would always just take the Wii remote so that no one would fight over the controllers.
That's
Oh,
so
you're
nice
so
of you,
sweet.
Peter. Ooh, excuse me.
Peter's the sweetest.
Now I can't play Brawl with the GameCube controller.
You saw that, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Are you okay?
Oh, Pepper.
She fell in the water too. That's the best part.
Oh, no, baby girl.
Oh, she's definitely got a wet butt. It's okay. Oh, poor girl. She's got a wet butt. That was funny as hell. Don't fuck with my beer.
We'll get to that later.
That's just a teaser for you. She was annoyed at the fact that we hadn't opened it yet.
I think she just wanted to play with the cardboard.
It's a box and she wants to get
But
inside.
I'm sorry, Peter. So you were a nice person and played with the Wii controller.
Yeah, and
Nunchuck.
now I struggle to play with the GameCube remote anytime someone offers it up.
Mm.
I just am no longer really used to that controller. It feels weird in my hand now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when they did all these re-releases, like, get a GameCube controller, I was like, I don't really care to have one.
I like the
Short-guns.
I like the Switch, the actual controller when you're not using the little gamepad thingies.
You mean the Pro controller?
Yeah, that one. That's fine. It's an Xbox controller that they attach to Nintendo system.
Pretty much,
Kinda.
yeah.
It works.
Yep.
As long as we can all agree that the N64 controller was made for a three-handed alien and it didn't work for any normal human being.
Yeah, I think we are all on point with that.
That was me pretending to play with the...
Yeah, but I still kind of want to get one for our Switch because you can do it now.
I will do that as soon as they actually make the N64 stuff work.
Well, yeah, and as soon as
When
they
it
give me
stops breaking.
as soon as they give me a metal joystick that actually won't break within the first 30 seconds of it coming out. But anyway, what's our next game we want to talk about?
Star Wars The Old Republic Legacy of the Sith is celebrating its 10th anniversary. And with that, they announced the next expansion, Legacy of the Sith.
Well, so Legacy of the Sith is
Oh, sorry. Star Wars The Old Republic is celebrating... I jumbled my shit together. I'm sorry.
Star Wars The Old Republic is on its 10th anniversary and re-released a bunch of its old trailers in 4K definition as a celebration for it. And also, we're getting a new expansion called Legacy of the Sith later.
Oh, that seems so cool, Peter. Thanks for succinctly saying that for us without any confusing.
I probably should have been the one
interplay.
to say it to begin with, considering I'm the one that plays that game in this group.
I can't
I
believe that.
didn't know it was a game I could play, sir.
Yeah, it's free.
Can I jump in right now? Will I be confused?
No, it starts you from the very beginning. Every character class is instanced and has an individual story, so it's not like it's nothing like Destiny where you can't play the original story anymore. You'll go through the campaign regardless.
I can't
Full
believe.
voice as well.
I can't believe that it's been around for 10 years, and I've still never played it.
And this
You
is
should-
on.
PC.
Yeah.
So I gotta get Steam.
No, you can get it through Steam, but you can also just get it straight from its own launcher.
Yeah, it's got its own thing.
Cool.
It's a pretty big deal. A lot
It's
of
actually
people play it.
not a bad game, and it is kind of an MMO for people who don't really like MMOs, in that 99% of the game is solo play. You really do not have to play with other people. Yeah, if you want to get the absolute best gear, you can go raiding, but the only benefit to doing that is getting the better gear to get through the raid easier. You're gonna get what you need to go through the story without any issue.
You actually had a computer where the three of us could play,
Rude.
but not wrong.
If anybody wants to send me a new hard drive for my computer, I will gladly install it and we will play immediately.
But yeah, I mean, it looked really good. Looked really interesting.
The re-release of the trailers in 4K was pretty awesome. Actually, they looked sick.
One thing everyone agrees, even if they don't like that game very much, is that the trailers were always very, very
Oh,
good.
always
Cinematic?
Yeah, that's the one.
Cinematography?
Cinnamon graphic.
Cinnamon
graphic?
toast?
Cinnamon graphics.
All right.
Cinnamon graphics.
The one thing I really don't like about the Old Republic is that because it's a free-to-play MMO, obviously it relies very heavily on microtransactions. So there's going to be a lot of cosmetics that you can get in the game that you'd have to pay for. Like, you can get several different versions of Revan's outfit. They know that's the most popular character for people to play this because it's literally basically KOTOR 3.
But if I don't care about any of that.
You're good. You'll get gear all throughout. You don't have any issues. And even then, most of the outfits cost about $10 on average. I think that the only thing that upset me was like the most default Jedi robes you'll ever get, like the ones that you think of, the Obi-Wan robes. You have to pay for those. You cannot get those free.
Of course you do.
That seems
It's
bullshit.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I gotta pay
Obi-Wan.
$10 for a fucking outfit that I can't even wear in
Now-
real life.
You will still get the regular like robes just from playing those like characters. You're gonna get the gear you want to look. You'll look like a Jedi no matter what if you're playing as a Jedi. It's just if you want the regular Obi-Wan outfit, yeah, like $10.
What seems that's a tenth of what I paid for my real life one, and I can wear that in real life. Just
To be clear, it doesn't come with like the outer robe. It's just the white under robe.
yeah, so that's even more bullshit. Mine came with the outer robe.
There is a version of that, but it's based around the Jedi Exile specifically. It is still
Yeah.
just Obi-Wan robes, but it's considered the exiled master's robes.
Yeah, it's because that's what he was an exiled master.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan was never really well. Besides, I guess, but it is definitely referencing the Jedi Exile from KOTOR 2.
Well, yeah,
Not so much Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm just saying he was. Yeah, but who was the Jedi exile from KOTOR 2 referencing?
Mitra Surik, the Jedi Exile.
Yeah, but he was the inspiration for that was Obi-Wan.
You keep telling yourself that.
But she's a girl.
Yeah, still Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan could have been a girl.
There's also just like a lot of weird lore stuff with the Jedi Exile.
Yeah.
Bailey has many feelings about that.
Evidently. But it is a good game. Microtransactions, as with most games, can be ignored. You really don't have to get any of that shit. It's just if you want to look like a character from one of the movies or one of the better known characters, you're going to have to pay actual money.
Of course.
That makes sense.
That's how they get you.
But if you're playing one of those games, don't you kind of want to look like your own character?
Yeah, it's an MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like every other guy and have Revan outfit number 3.
Yeah.
That's actually why you will not see many people running around in the cosmetic gears like that. There's a lot of people who buy them, but they're not using them to actually wear. they will buy the outfit and then immediately put it up on the like market board in the in-game, so they can get millions of credits at a time.
I see.
So they'll actually pay real money for it and then use it to get fake money for it.
Yeah. So that they can upgrade their characters better, stuff like that. It's actually completely fucked up the economy in-game in terms of buying things on the market board. Don't waste your time with the market board. You can buy stuff from vendors. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And again, this is not like World of Warcraft where you're reliant on raid drops or enemy drops for better gear. There's this system in it called adaptive gear. It's literally buying a piece like a lightsaber or an outfit that you just upgrade over time by buying upgrade parts.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Well, sounds interesting at least. Like I said, I can't believe that it's been out for 10 years and I still have never actually played this game because I've heard about this game since it came out.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that have come out in parts, so there was this article that came out.
It wasn't bad, actually.
I forgot what she's talking about now. There we go.
It's fucked you up a little bit.
About the PS5 faceplates.
That come out in parts. All right, there we go.
Good one, man. It's not bad.
That's actually really solid.
Thanks.
Proud of you.
So Sony basically filed for a patent for the faceplates that go on the 5 because you can remove those and put on different ones.
Things on the outside, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there have been a bunch of like third-party companies that have been like developing them, but they're not like licensed or anything by Sony. But Sony wants to do this one so they can probably get money for themselves, and then also they can like sue people trying to sell like off-market faceplates. But I don't know if it's in the particular article that I have linked here. But if you go searching on IGN, they showed there was this one company overseas that was basically like, yeah, Sony, we don't care that you have a patent. We're going to do whatever we want. Like, try and find us and come after us, bro.
And
That's
then
a
they found
patent.
them. Came after them.
That's a patent in America. China doesn't give a shit about American patents.
Also true.
I mean,
I'll buy an iPad all day long.
I peed. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Got
iPad.
I don't know.
Ipid.
Sometimes it just, I get myself.
Sometimes you laugh so hard you pee.
Yes. But yeah, so it's just a story that came out. No
So,
one
but
has
does it
names.
void your warranty if you put the
Of course it does.
off-market ones on your PlayStation?
Of course it does.
there would be no way to prove that.
Also true, but unless you turned it into a store that was going to pay it for it with the wrong things on it. As long as when you mail it back for your warranty, it's got the original ones on it, you're probably fine. Probably.
What they need to do is they need to have a DualShock lab, like how Microsoft has like the controller lab, so you can make your own controllers.
That'd be nice.
I just want a pink one. Listen to me, Sony.
They still don't have a
Pink.
pink one?
Controller. No, they have white, black, and red.
Still don't have a pink one?
But yeah.
Seems lazy.
Just
They
get a
didn't
red
even-
one and leave it out in the sun for like a week.
Right? They didn't even come out with a pink one for the PS4 until the last year of the PS4's life cycle.
Yeah? It's because they
You know how
hate you.
pissed I am? Yep. I mean, I own it. It's fine.
The only reason you have a
Speaking-
pink Xbox controller is because you bought the Minecraft pig one.
I got it for free, but that's fine.
Okay, you got the Minecraft pig one.
Yes. Speaking of things that are pretty and shiny,
Why are we talking about
Pokemon
you?
Shining Pearl and Diamond, Brilliant Diamond came out before the break.
So that's just the port of the original ones, correct?
Yeah, of Diamond and Pearl.
Okay.
Well, not port. It is
Well, the
a remake, but yeah.
updated version with its updated graphics and weird stuff like that. It's third person and shit like that. That's interesting.
They're all third person. There's
Look-
neither been a single
Well, but you can actually, but it's not 2D. It's like 3D-ish.
There you go. It's I think it's called 2.5D,
Yeah.
where you're
Yeah.
still existing on a 2D frame, but you're getting 3D models.
Like I said, 3D-ish.
I liked it. It looked pretty. It did not give me like weird headache issues. Because sometimes when they do that like multi-animation style thing, like, I get kind of like, eh.
Some vertigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also like being able to see the defined shape of a Bidoof.
Why are they going so hard into the Bidoof? Fuck the Bidoof.
Apparently, Bidoofs are in.
I thought they were just a meme.
That's kind of why. I don't know. I think it's great that you don't have to have a TM whore anymore. You can just, if you get cut, the Bidoof will come and help you. A
What?
wild Bidoof came and used cut on this branch for you.
Oh, that really will happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
don't need
nice.
to You don't need to teach one Pokemon in your party like all the moves.
All the mundane ones?
Yeah.
A wild
I
Bidoof just
don't think
shows
it does
up?
fly. Yeah, a wild Bidoof just shows up. Oh, you need to go swim here. A wild Bidoof came to help you out.
Yeah, apparently you get a Mew like 20 minutes into the game, though.
Only
If
you
you
played
played Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee.
or
No.
Sword and Shield.
That's for the other one, the Celebi?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought they said it was.
Well, still.
Yeah, you had to have had that at least loaded onto your Switch to get the Mew.
Don't you have that game?
No, I don't.
Damn.
So I'm a little annoyed.
Let's go buy that game real quick before you load the other one up.
Probably find it pretty cheap.
Bet you could.
Well, will it work now that I've already loaded in a game?
No.
I don't think it'll work now that you've already made one character game, but if you've left the other one alone, you should. And then if you want to finish the Pokedex on the one you've already started, you just trade them back and forth between yourself.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that. So look, I played a tiny bit of X and Y. And I only wanted... Well, I played Y, not X and Y, just Y. I only wanted that game because you could, like, pet the Pokemons in that one mode. You pet
Okay.
them like they were...
The last Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Yellow.
You're real behind.
Yeah. So, okay, if you liked that game specifically so that you could pet the Pokemon, why did you not get the Let's Go games?
It did confuse me. I always thought you would have those.
I did. But then I traded it in for something else.
Because a big part of that is just playing with your partner Pokemon.
Well, I'll have to go get one again.
Yeah.
You'll obviously get the Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
Because Eevee's better than Pikachu. Pikachu can go himself that weird lightning rat.
You really hate Pikachu. Why do you hate Pikachu?
What was great was your internet connection just definitely censored your F word there. And it was fantastic.
No, but tell me more about your hatred for Pikachu. Why
I
do you
hate
hate him so
Pikachu
much?
for the same reason that I hate the Joker. I see him everywhere a million times. You just get tired of fucking seeing its ugly fucking face.
And
Peter likes
you
to
don't
hate things that are
feel-
popular.
You don't feel Eevee's getting that way? Like, I feel like I see Eevee
Oh,
everywhere.
Eevee's definitely going to get there eventually.
Bidoof
but
is getting
not
there.
there yet.
Yeah, but no one's going to make Let's Go Bidoof.
So-
You think they're not developing Let's Go Bidoof?
I will never hate Bidoof because of Pokemon Rusty, which is
What?
it
don't
is
know
a
Pokemon
fan
Rusty.
series by the YouTube channel Dorkly. I've shown you all some of the videos in the past.
I do like Dorkly.
Even after this, I'll leak you to the Rusty stuff. It's just great.
I do like Dorkly.
Yeah,
They do some great shit.
they
Yeah.
Pokemon Bidoof.
do. No, Pokemon Rusty.
Nope, Pokemon Bidoof.
Okay then.
But yeah, so, and then I like that, well, I don't know if I like. I wish, is what I should say, that once you get a mechanic down, like, you should have the option to turn said thing off. Like, I don't need you to tell me every time I go into the Pokemon Center to heal my Pokemons. Like, you don't need to give me the spiel every time. Like,
Yeah,
let
they
me
do.
just go up and be like, hey, do you want to rest your shit? Yes. Yes, I do.
That's just
Casual
Pokemon.
reminder: these are games for children.
This is Pokemon.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, they do it every time, and I just wish there were a thing where it was like, okay, we've told you this so many times, how about we shut tutorial mode off? Have an option. Give me an option.
Because some kids are dumb and will hold like 5 times head. I'm the one that's gonna that way.
I didn't get any of that. You kept cutting out.
Oh, because some kids are stupid and they need to be reminded that I'm the one that heals your Pokemon. Is that why you're here? Because there's like 3 other things you can do in a Pokemon station. Are you here for healing? Do you want to trade? Do you need to fuck with your storage? What are you doing?
And I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, you should be able to go into the options menu and turn it off.
Yeah, that's never been a part of the Pokemon games.
Well, apparently, and I did not know this, but on a different podcast I was listening to, which would be Game Informer. What? I like to be informed by multiple sources so that I can bring you all the joys. But they were talking about how in the newer Pokemon games, like, it's not like Sword and Shield and stuff, like, it's not there isn't as much of that. And so, like, some people who maybe have never played a Pokemon game before, if they tried to jump into Sword and Shield, they might be a little lost. And it's kind of one of those things where it's because if you haven't grown up, like, if you've grown up playing these games, you're so used to the mechanics that you don't think twice about it. So you're like, oh, okay, I know when I go into the Pokemon Center, these are the things that I can do, and you know where to go and everything.
Some people have never played a Pokemon game before.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if you've never played one before, like, I think these remakes are really great because it gives you all of those mechanics and does go into detail. I'm just saying, like, I just wish that once you feel like you have it down, there should be that you could physically go into your options menu and turn it off if you wish. Because it's like, I'm just one of those people where it's like, okay, I've been to 5 Pokemon centers. I get it. I fucking get it. And so it just annoys me a little.
Irks you?
A little bit. But I mean, it's the same thing like Peter remembers when we worked together. Like, if you don't remember how to do something, that's fine. Definitely ask me. But if you ask me the same questions 5 times and you still don't fucking get it, I start losing my patience quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't explain it well.
Oh no, some people are just stupid.
Like Peter said, some people are just dumb.
They're stupid.
But how are you liking it? How many hours have you put in yet so far?
So I haven't been able to put in a lot, just because I've been busy. But I've maybe at the 3rd gym now, and it's like, yeah, this is still Pokemon. This is still the game I remember it being.
I got my first badge.
Nice.
Well, when do you
I'm
have time
impressed
to
on the
play
grounds
these
that
games?
you play games.
On Saturday I played it.
When do you have time to play these games?
I played on Saturday.
When you were watching 13 hours of Cowboy Bebop?
Maybe it was on Sunday.
What
I don't
the
know.
When we were watching that episode, I think I grabbed my phone and played a little mobile game for like a solid 10 minutes of it.
He's sitting here and being like, when you were watching Cowboy Bebop? Meanwhile, anytime we're watching anything, unless we're actually in a movie theater, he's constantly just playing his fucking weird-ass mobile games.
I can do 2 things at once.
I didn't say you can't, but I'm saying, why are you being like, when did you play Pokemon while you were watching Maybe I did.
Well, you couldn't have, unless you pulled the Switch out of the cabinet and played it on the little tablet.
How do you know I didn't?
I guess you could have done that. I guess that's kind of what it's for, isn't it?
I actually think I sat and played it while I was watching Game Informer.
Okay, that's different.
They were talking to me about Pokemon while I was playing Pokemon.
That seems like a little Poke overload. Wow. Anyway.
That's what I'm here for.
What did you pick for a starter, by the way?
Bidoof.
That's not an option.
Piplup.
Everyone fucking picks Piplup.
I don't
know what a Piplup is.
Really.
The
It's a
fuck's a
penguin.
Piplup?
It's a penguin, and I nicknamed him Pippy because Pippy is easier to say than Piplup.
What are the other 2 starters?
Tortwig, which is
Wow, you failed instantly. It's Chimchar and Turtwig.
Turtwig.
So,
Turtwig is a grass type.
I know Chimchar
turtle.
is the fire flaming monkey.
Yeah, I don't really like monkey Pokemon. Like I just.
What
don't.
is wrong with Sun Wukong there? Why do you hate him?
What?
He was inspired by Sun Wukong, the Japanese, or
Oh,
not, just the Chinese mythological figure.
Just not a big monkey person in general.
What's his name? Chimchar?
Chimchar.
Chimchar. What does he
Chimchar.
evolve into?
It was. They were like, oh man, let's just like take Charizard, but like not.
What does he evolve into? Oh, some weird manky looking fuck.
Monferno, and then he evolves. That one evolves into Infernape.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Final evolution.
Final evolution.
Monferno.
But I like my little penguin. Who did you pick?
Inferno.
Chimchar.
I was really nervous when you first go into the grass and you like go to the briefcase and it's like pick your Pokemon. And I was like, oh god, it's not telling me what they are, and I thought I was gonna be locked into whatever ball I picked. And I was like, must choose correctly.
I mean, that's how that one should be, considering you have no one telling you which one's which.
Yeah.
I'd almost respect it a little more if it was like the roulette thing.
Infernape looks like a Digimon.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at it right now. Also, I think he has 6 toes. No, it's 5. Okay,
Oh
it
my
looked
God.
like 6 toes.
Guys, the fat bitch is in the...
It's very rude.
Look at her,
He
though.
called her a bitch. She's a chunky monkey.
She is adorable.
Gozukaru
That's
apparently
gonna
is
say
the
it.
Japanese version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Pokemons?
Again,
I mean, it's nothing revolutionary. It's a game we all enjoyed before, and we're enjoying it again now.
I never
Did
played
you
it.
use that code I gave you?
Go to hell, Zach. Not yet. I've been having some issues with the online shit for my Switch in general.
I haven't even got to the point where I can use it, so...
Oh, guys.
I will say, yeah, no, I'm a little sad that the last Pokemon game that I've ever actually played is yellow.
Hey, look.
You should play more ones.
There's Pokemon over
Steal
there.
his Switch briefly.
You can play it.
Eh, seems like a lot of work. They've added a lot of dynamic in that. I don't know if I'd want to put the work
No,
into
not one.
all of them.
Just play the... You bought the 2-pack, right?
Yeah.
Just play whichever one she's not playing.
You can play Pearl. I'm playing Diamond.
What's the difference?
The Legendary and... Is that it?
Like certain Pokemon that you can capture, but you can actually find them in the grounds.
In what?
There's a mechanic in Diamond and Pearl called the Underground. It's a bunch of caves underground that you can find otherwise unobtainable Pokemon in.
But the real big difference is the Legendaries.
Yeah.
What are the legendaries in these ones? I'm trying to remember.
I wish I knew.
They're right there. You can look at the boxes. You can literally reach it.
I don't think I can.
I mean, I couldn't tell you their names.
Where is it at?
On the end. That's the one I'm playing.
That looks like a diamond. You got both?
Yes, like he literally was like, "You got the double pack, didn't you?"
Seems
And I went, "Yes, I
unnecessary.
did."
Pokemon that controls space and the Pokemon that controls time.
I picked Time Pokemon. Pokemon?
I mean, I can still sing the song.
Just whatever you do, if you want to go back to Pokemon, don't do Sword and Shield.
He didn't hear you.
You bought that Kiwi game?
Yes, I did. And he said, if you're gonna go back to Pokemon, don't start with Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, because they changed everything in that one, didn't they?
Well, and it's also like what I was saying. Like
Yeah.
if you never played or haven't played in a while, you don't want to jump in because like they kind of just don't explain things to you because they assume that you've been playing this forever and you know how things work.
Makes sense.
That, and I just found it a little easy.
Well, you played
Yeah.
every single Pokemon game that's ever come out.
Well, not just that. It's very easy to get quickly over-leveled in that. And
Sounds
because
like
they're
the perfect
cutscenes,
game
they're
for me.
scripted to be like, oh, you're exactly the right level, and this battle's going to be... The third gym in Sword and Shield is a fire gym. By the time that I had reached that gym, I had a level 80 Gyarados.
You're gonna kick some ass in a fire gym.
Oh
man.
yeah, I don't even think my Gyarados took damage. They even used the Gigantamax mechanic at the end, and it still was nothing. I didn't worry about it. But afterwards, your friendly rival comes out and is like, man, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time watching you do that. And I was like, where are you? Because I wasn't even paying that much
That is
attention.
one thing.
I was just matching A until it was over.
This little Marcus shit fucking annoys the shit out of me.
For context, she is referring to rival character because Marcus is not the name every time.
So like your little like best friend that you've known since like forever that you start the journey with. Once you get your Pokemon, like he becomes she whoever becomes your rival.
Becomes your Gary, yeah.
And it just like annoys me. Like it's just a very annoyingly written character, and I'm like, I just want to punch this little kid in the face.
That's the same in all of the games, and the animated television show.
Well, it's annoying.
It's kind of the dynamic of a rival. They're kind of an asshole you don't like no more.
Sort of. So Pokemon over time shifted away from like purely antagonistic rivals. So now you get a lot of what's called the friendly rival. These are along very well with your only rivals in that you've known each other for a long time and you both want to be great. The problem is they're really bad at writing these characters because very often the friendly rivals still end up being annoying little shits that you want to murder.
Truths.
Sounds good.
Like
how did you... Yeah, he's being fucking weird. I don't know what to tell you. Do you see what he's doing, Peter?
Yes.
He's like, I could drink like a normal cat, or I could just put my paw in here and then lick my paw. How did you feel about the shared experience?
It's a function that you usually throw on. I would say overall it's probably a benefit just because it really does cut down on how much you have to grind your Pokemon. And if you ever really have someone who's very, very far behind, it still works best to remove some of the other Pokemon in your party until you have like the main one that you can beat everything with, and the one you're wanting to level up really quickly, and then just go do some high-level battles.
So for someone who haven't really played like a Pokemon game, like how many would you say I should have like as my main go-to?
For your team?
Yeah.
You should have 6 Pokemon.
But like is there like 3 that I should concentrate on and kind of just rotate other ones out, or?
Well, no, since you don't have any HMs anymore, since all of your Pokemon can do whatever, you really should just go ahead and try to level up all of them as much as you can and make sure to get some good diversity. You should never have a team that's all one type or like maybe all of them are 2 types together. You're going to get ruined. Get some good diversity and just level them all up. It's easier to do now than it ever has been before. There's no reason to ignore any of the Pokemon you have on your team.
I mean, right now I only have 6 Pokemon, so.
Yeah, go for it.
My team right now is Piplup, Starly,
Okay.
Bidoof.
Oh my god.
How can you not get a Bidoof in the beginning?
It's fair.
They're like everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Bidoofs and Starlies.
They never truly go away.
I have an Onyx.
Okay.
And Geodude.
So if you're
maybe
going
I
to
only
catch
have
them all,
5 right now.
so if you're going to catch them all in this game, how many would you actually have to catch?
A lot.
More than 151.
That's what I'm saying. If you were going to actually catch them all, which is technically how you quote unquote beat the game.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily have to catch them all. You would just have to evolve ones in your party, right? I mean, that would technically be...
Yes, when you evolve a Pokemon, it does expand your Pokedex further.
Again,
and
how many Pokemon are in the Pokedex in this current iteration of the game? In Diamond and Pearl, how many Pokemon are in the Pokedex?
I'm going to take a guess and say 450.
Oh, no, Peter's looking it up. 435.
It is 342.
Damn.
In Diamond and Pearl specifically.
Yes.
Wait, no, hold on. That's actually incorrect. My bad.
You lied to me. How dare
Well,
you?
technically, Google lied to me.
It does that a lot. You gotta watch that.
Okay, so it looks like it's actually going to be about 500 total.
How many?
500.
500.
Fucking Christ.
I was
Yeah.
so close.
You were pretty close.
You know, I was going to say 500, and then I scaled myself back.
That's a lot of fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's because it has all of the Pokemon up until Pearl was originally released. So you can eventually get the original 151, but you have to complete the national dex first, I believe. Yeah.
Like the region to do that.
Seems so unnecessary.
Well, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's fun. Also, you were listing your party. Get rid of Geodude or Onix. I don't care which one. You don't need 2 rock types in your party.
Get rid of
Well, I mean,
Geodude, then.
I will when I get other Pokemon, but like that's all I have right now.
Yeah. Fair enough. No, I mean, even if you're wanting to grind right now, if you're not planning to like level up one of the others, if you don't want to fuck with one of them after you're planning to get rid of them, just get rid of them now. You're gonna waste your time otherwise.
Well, what do I do with them?
Put them in your box. You can do that already
Where's my box?
in the Pokemon Center. This is why they tell you what you can do in a Pokemon Center every time.
Wow, read the fucking sign.
I only go up to the desk and I go, heal my Pokemon, bitch.
Yeah, it's the computer in the Pokemon Center.
Got it. Thank you.
Wow.
No problem.
Peter's gonna get
Even
random.
I knew that, Peter.
Peter's gonna get random texts from me, but what do I do with this Pokemon?
Peter, the sad part is, even I knew that. I know how
knew that.
to store a Pokemon.
I think the real sad part is I said that earlier in the video.
Yeah, you did.
That's what you do.
You know what? I'm tired of that. So let's talk. Well, I'm not going to talk about it because I didn't play it, but you played the hello.
Tell me about the Halo multiplayer, Zach. I'm very excited, but
all right, so I played it. Honestly, it actually didn't take that long to download. There's actually a pretty it's the most fun tutorial that there's been in any of the Halo games. Because generally, I guess the quote unquote tutorial is always like the first level, and it's just annoying, and it feels like it's taking you away from actually playing the level, playing the game, right?
yeah.
So they actually had a separate, basically like academy thing like that, and you go through a whole tutorial thing. It had a pretty neat little cutscene because it's designed to do it while you're downloading the game. Because it's the only thing that when it says available to play now, when it's still got like 47% left of the thing to do. So it's the only thing you can do besides like customize your character, but you don't have any customization options unless you immediately want to pay money off the bat. But so it was actually pretty fun. You get a chance to shoot all the weapons, at least all the human weapons. Have a little bit of fun with that. But I will say I was a little bit rusty going into the game. I played a couple of the matchmaking games. They're doing an event right now where you can get some sweet samurai-inspired armor if you complete all the challenges. But they're going to bring it back 3 times, at least 3 times in this first what's it called? The season. There we go. First Battle Pass season here. Obviously, I hadn't bought the actual Battle Pass yet, and I just don't think I will. I have a hard time paying anything for the Battle Pass stuff for just cosmetic shit, because it is all just cosmetic shit. I mean, the problem is, if you're not doing the Battle Pass stuff, you literally miss out on half the things that you can earn. That's my one problem with the Battle Pass thing on it, is that it feels like, I mean, like they're trying to make it worth your money, kind of thing like that, but you really just get the options to basically, you don't really get any customization things if you don't buy the Battle Pass. Like pretty much at all. You get some stuff to skip like daily challenges or weekly challenges, or an opportunity to get more experience, but most of the time, until you get to like level 40 in the freaking Battle Pass, you don't actually get anything. That was kind of frustrating. But on the smaller events that they had going on, like I said, the samurai thing, it's only got 30 levels, and it is completely free, and you can upgrade and you can get all of the little upgrades and customization stuff on that, which was pretty neat that they actually have an opportunity to get free shit.
samurai event thing? What do you mean the Hayabusa armor?
No, it's not Hayabusa. It's different.
Okay.
It's similar, but it's different.
Okay.
I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but it honestly, it looks sick. But the only games that they were playing with it right now were Fiesta mode, which is always fun because start with random weapons, 4-on-4 Slayer battle. It's great shit.
Nice.
Some of the new weapons are sick. I mean, rocket launcher is always great. Enjoy that. Still got a gravity hammer. Still got all your normal weapons. The Magnum feels pretty good compared to the original ones. I don't like their new version of. It's basically the Scout Rifle. I don't like the version of it. It's like a weird mix between like the SMG and the Scout Rifle, so it doesn't feel as powerful. The Battle Rifle actually is better than it used to be. The shotgun sucks ass. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the shotgun at all.
I'm kind of okay with them. Shotguns and shooters.
They definitely they took away a lot of the power of the shotgun, and I think they upped the power on the gravity hammer. Honestly, I don't remember what it's called now. The Cinder Shot is fun. It reminds me of a couple of the. Oh god, now I'm forgetting my Halo lore shit. What are the robot dudes in Halo 4? Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I'm blanking on it. It's a bad day.
It's a bad day.
Prometheans. There you go. It reminds me of a Promethean weapon. I didn't even have to look it up. You can see there. It reminds me of a couple of the Promethean weapons there. Where like it basically digitizes you and you disappear, and it's kind of fun like that. And there's one, I think it's called it's not, the problem is it's not a spiker, but it is like a spiker. Right, so you remember the spiker from the brute weapon, the spiker thing, right? That was like a needler. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that had a baby with the rocket launcher. God, now I need to figure out what it's called.
You should have taken notes there.
I should have, but I was enjoying the game.
And when you were done, you should have jotted some shit down.
Do you mean the Hydra?
No, it wasn't the Hydra. Well, the Hydra was fun too. God, where did it go? All right, battle rifle, rocket launcher, skewer. The skewer.
Oh my god.
It's fucking sick. It shoots a giant spike.
Can you impale people into like walls with it?
It is a one hit. It's a one hit kill. It's a rocket launcher, but it doesn't have area of effect damage. You have to hit the guy, but you hit him anywhere. It's a one hit kill.
Okay.
The heat wave was interesting. The cinder shot was great. The heat wave was basically like a pistol version of the cinder shot. The cinder shot was pretty great. Assault rifle was okay.
It's the assault rifle. I don't think it ever gets a better review than okay.
It works.
Yeah. It shoots many bullets in the direction I told it to.
I do like that they actually call the rocket launcher the spanker in game. In game, like if you pick it up, he goes, "Oh, there's a spanker inbound," and like, oh, it's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
Because it always said it on the side. It did SPNKR. Yeah, the commando, like I said, it was interesting. It sits between the assault rifle and the battle rifle. It is. It's interesting. Yeah, the sidekick is the pistol. It's not the Magnum. It doesn't have quite the stopping power of that, but it will. It was interesting. The Bulldog is the shotgun. I just didn't like it. It's got a bigger round. It reminds me of like the Halo, the original Halo. At least the magazine capacity is a lot higher. and it does reload quicker too because it's a drum magazine, so you just drop it out instead of having to go click, 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 click. But it doesn't. It does not one shot anybody. You got to hit them 2 or 3 times. The sniper rifle is solid. It's the same. It's basically the same one. The Hydra was kind of great.
For a while.
The Hydra was kind of great. I didn't figure out how to get it to lock onto people, but it was pretty legit. Pulse carbine, that was an alien one. The needler was still good if you get enough of them. If you get enough of them, it makes you blow up. The only sad part about the plasma pistol, it doesn't EMP vehicles anymore because they have basically a brand new class of weapons just to do that. You have a lot of basically gravity weapon, or not gravity, electricity weapons, like your disruptor. Okay. The disruptor is pretty neat. That's their new like the new enemy guys. The banished is what they're going to be called, is what they're called. Okay. When you actually get into the story mode, which is really what I'm interested in. But yeah, it's got shock damage bullets, so they can EMP vehicles. It can do stuff like that. No, honestly, the Stalker Rifle, or I think it's the Stalker Rifle. That's their new basically Covenant carbine. But it's basically between that and the what was the old the beam rifle. It's basically a cross between those. It's pretty awesome. The Ravager was fucking sick. It reminds me of the plasma grenade launcher that was in like Halo 4, but seems way better. It like bounces and shit like that. The skewer was fucking legit. I'm sorry. The skewer was the coolest thing I got to shoot. The shock rifle was actually really fun too. It was a sniper rifle, fires low, and it doesn't like the regular sniper rifle. You don't get 2 zoom levels. But you can actually, the fun part is even if you barely miss, you can still put damage on somebody because it's got shock damage on it too. What else they got? Heatwave was good. Sentinel Beam was better than it was back in the old day. It's better than it was back in the old day. It doesn't overheat, but you do have to reload it now.
That's usually the trade-off.
Yeah, it is definitely more powerful, but it also you get some serious recoil on that thing too. Cinder Shot was fun, like I said.
Are you just gonna talk about the weapons, or are you gonna talk about the gameplay?
The gameplay was the weapon's the most interesting part, because the gameplay is Halo gameplay. It's pretty standard. People are still gonna come out of nowhere and kill you, and it's not gonna be fun.
Did anyone see the meme that was someone's like, why is this guy twerking on my face? And
yes, I did see that. That was hilarious.
Oh, baby bear.
Too young. You got teabagged, bitch. But the grappling hook definitely enters into some interesting stuff into the gameplay. I didn't get enough an opportunity to really use it to my advantage. I only played, like I said, a couple of matches. But it was really interesting. You can both drag people towards you, or you can actually grapple up to places, or you can basically drag yourself towards other people. It works great if you have a close range weapon like the energy sword. It's fucking sick because you grab somebody at you and you just kind of stab them. It's like you just force pulled them into your lightsaber. So that part was legit. Having an overshield that you can decide when to start using it is interesting and nice, because that's one of the new equipments is an overshield. But yeah, instead of just walking over it like in the original ones and it just starts, you can decide when you get to have it. There's an interesting one. It's basically like a beacon that you can show, you can basically throw it out and it'll show your teammates where somebody's shooting you from. Um, what was the other one? They got a shield barrier, which I mean it's just like all the other ones that you've done. Everything looks much better. It honestly it feels a lot like it's got a lot of reach elements in it, which is not a bad thing in my opinion.
Yeah, Reach is arguably the best Halo they ever made.
Like I said, it's got a lot of those elements in it that is not in a bad way. But the new weapons that they've added, I think, are going to be really interesting. I cannot wait to see how they actually line up and get used at you in the campaign. Because honestly, I think it's going to be legit. I think it'll actually. That's why I always play the campaign and enjoy it before I actually like to play the multiplayer most of the time on any of the Halo games. I always make sure I've beaten the game before I actually go and try and shoot somebody in a Slayer match. Just because that's just how I've always done it. So it's been weird. It was weird for me to jump right into a matchmaking without having played any of it at all. Because yeah, I'm like, it's like, oh, what is this gun? Normally they've had 3 lines of exposition telling me about this gun before I've ever touched it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was interesting getting to go through all the new weapons. And again, honestly, it really does look beautiful. I know it's had some issues. They've already revamped the multiplayer like 3 times now, just with the XP system on it, because it's been a little unfair on some things, and it takes a long time to level up on stuff. Even if you had the battle pass, because people have been pissed off about that too. But all the matchmaking feels like classic Halo matchmaking, because you don't need the battle pass to do anything. Again, it's all cosmetic, so it's the microtransactions are on there. Is only if you want something like that. You don't have to do any of it. And that's the way it should be done in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually affect your outcome. It's colors and shapes and stuff like that. But the amount of customization is Reach level 2.
Awesome.
It's legit. You can change out which shoulder pads you have, which chest piece you have, which stomach piece you have. From the one of the free options at the beginning is you can actually decide which, if any, or all of your limbs you want to be prosthetic robot arms.
That's awesome.
Or legs, robot arms or legs. Sadly, no robot heads. Apparently, no head transplants. You can choose basically because they have basically dumb AI now. Nobody gets a Cortana anymore. But okay. you can choose how your AI voice sounds. Mine's this. There's like 3 options that are the base ones. One's like he's called Butler, and he's just a British dude that tells you what to do.
So he's Jarvis.
Basically, the one I had, I can't remember the name of it now. Shit, I should have taken notes. But he's just basically a neurotic asshole, and it's amazing.
Wasn't that kind of the case in the original lore, though? Wasn't Cortana being John's AI kind of a weird and rare thing?
Well, yeah, because she was supposed to be a shipboard AI.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even really supposed to be that because she was actually a perfect clone of Halsey.
Yeah.
Halsey's mind thing, and they were basically she was going to go towards rampancy for sure, because she was also supposed to be murdered a long time before that.
Yeah.
That's why they don't do those kind of AI anymore, because they go crazy.
Yeah. They have, I think, like a 7-year operating time, and then they'll delete at the end of it.
I think it was 5.
I'd have to go back and read the books.
Yeah.
It was a really short amount of time.
It was 5 or 7. You're right. I can't remember which one it was, though.
Oh, no. It is 7. Cortana's gets shortened down to 5 after one of the books because she spends so much time in the first game. In the Covenant and, like, Flood stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It fucks her up.
It does, for sure. That's why she's the villain in the new one.
Yeah.
She's going to show up and be the villain. It's going to make me a little sad. When I have to shoot Cortana in the face, it's going to make me sad.
I mean, unless they do a weird redemption thing right at the end, which wouldn't surprise me.
Nah, they're going to turn her into a real girl. They're going to Pinocchio this shit.
I'm a real boy.
They're gonna Tron Legacy this shit. John's going to get to make his digital girlfriend his real girlfriend. And maybe finally get to retire.
Yeah, he is God, he's got to be in his fucking 50s at this point, right? Because
Well,
he's in his 40s by Halo 1. He's an older dude by Halo 1.
no.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Did you read all the books and shit?
Yeah, I did, but that still
He's got,
doesn't
like, a
seem
really-
right.
Eh.
Well, because he started his military career at 8. You have
Yeah.
to remember that. He was fighting on the front lines at 11. He was literally fighting in those in that
I
Civil
know-
War at like 11.
That's why he's the Master Chief.
All right, Master Chief. Let's look him up. He's got to have a wiki.
You're so warm.
Where's your wiki? Age, height, way too tall. Age,
Too tall.
big as fuck. All right, character. I don't know. Where's his age? It just told me age. He's only 15 years old when Halo Forward Unto Dawn takes place.
Okay.
So, and that's in 25-26. Interesting. How?
It's worth noting, I know his age count is off because of how much time he spends in cryo.
Oh yeah, it's super messed up.
Yeah.
Come on, where's?
So nobody knows.
How old is this motherfucker?
Nobody knows.
Okay, so wait, what year does Forward Unto Dawn take place?
Forward Unto Dawn takes place in 25-26.
And then what year does Halo 1 take place?
I don't know. I'm looking for it. Weight. Fat as fuck.
If I look up,
Hey, he's only...
what time does Halo 1 take place?
Holy
in?
shit, he's 286 pounds?
Yeah.
He's 1,000 pounds when he's wearing his armor, though.
Yes.
I mean, I guess he is 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
And all of that weight is augmented muscle.
Yeah. Because he's in... Oh, here we go. Here's the Halopedia. I was on the wrong one. I was on the regular Wikipedia. Now we need to get in the Halopedia here. This will be much better. John 117. How old is he?
He is approximately 46 years old, 2557.
Really?
Yeah. But the reason that is a rough estimate because of how much time he spends
in cryo,
in cryo and in slip space, because that does make time work weird in Halo. Even.
Only slightly, though.
Yeah. So I don't think it's got a list of at least 4 years, 7 months, and 10 days for when he was in cryo in the Forward Unto Dawn between Halo 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that would immediately knock him down to at least biologically 42.
Yeah, so he was born in... Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
He has had 30 years of active duty, technically.
Yeah.
Technically. Also, he's just lucky.
Any
or
other
really unlucky.
Halo things?
Again, can't wait till the campaign comes out. I really want to play this story.
I believe it's
Oh yeah,
next
I'm excited.
week.
Hopefully they'll let us do co-op throughout, because I absolutely
Next
do that shit.
Oh, I will play co-op with you so hardcore on that. That sounds dirty. We will double team Master Chief on this shit right now.
On that note, join us on Sunday for Extra Bits, where we're going to talk about our extra bits.
I'm going to use my extra bits to double team Master Chief with Peter.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at 8BitCats. And as always, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/8bitcats, where you'll also get tons of extra benefits like exclusive content, including content featuring these guys. You can also like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and we are on a variety of podcast apps, including Apple, iTunes, Spotify, and Audible. So patreon.com/8bitcats.
Oh my god, he's destroying things. He's destroying me.